Good morning and welcome to You've Been SAMR'd. While we wish we could be there live with you, we can't be in 7 places at once, except through the magic of technology. In case you were wondering who these mysterious voices belong to, it's your digital learning team. Jeff Wiseman, Director for Digital Learning and Library Services.
Melissa Heckman, Elementary Digital Learning Facilitator.
And Misty Joaquin, Secondary Digital Learning Facilitator. We prepared this video to walk you through the basics of the SAMR model for technology integration in the classroom. A special shout out to the content coordinators for facilitating this session. Please give them a quick round of applause.
The goal of this session is to introduce the SAMR model to all of our teachers district-wide and to have us begin thinking about how we can incorporate technology tools into our classroom instruction.
We hope that you walk away with a better and deeper understanding of the SAMR model, questions you can be asking about technology integration as you plan lessons for your students, and that you get to experience different ways you can utilize the tools you have available to you in the district to enhance learning.
Technology use can help you identify what your kids know and gives you opportunities you may not have previously had to support those who did not master it and those who may already know it.
The SAMR framework can help you evaluate your use of technology while also showing you new ways you can engage students and impact student achievement.
When planning your lessons, it is important to ask yourself a few questions before you dive into using technology with your students. Number 1, what am I hoping to achieve by using this technology? Number 2, how will it make a difference to my students' learning? And number 3, why is using technology preferable to not using technology? This is where the SAMR framework can be beneficial. What is it that you really want your students to do? What do you want them to show, to learn? And how can the technology available to you and your students make that happen? Just like with all of your planning, you look at the verb of the TEK and then explore how technology can support the desired level of learning. Remember, SAMR is subjective. The focus is on the learning objective, not the technology. Now, let's take a look at each level of SAMR.
Substitution. This is the simplest stage where technology is used as a direct substitute for traditional teaching practices. Substitution also provides an accessible introduction to technological soft skills. It's the perfect opportunity for students to get comfortable with new technology before you start to transform their learning. But also remember, not all tasks can be transformational, and that is okay. If it meets the objective of the lesson and the TEK, then it is the right use of technology.
Augmentation. At the augmentation stage, technology adds something to the learning process beyond just convenience. It allows for the introduction of more independent and student-centric learning. By using technology as a source of information, students can start actively learning without requiring constant teacher-led instruction.
Modification. At the modification stage, technology is used to design interactive and dynamic tasks that go beyond the limitation of a traditional classroom. Technologically modified tasks also allow students to generate inspired and innovative work that isn't confined to paper.
Redefinition. The most sophisticated stage of SAMR. Redefinition sees you using technology to make entirely new learning opportunities possible. Redefining learning has the potential to connect learning with the real world and produce authentic outcomes. It also gives students strong technological soft skills such as digital collaboration, communication, technological literacy, and the ability to adapt to new systems and processes. Most importantly, using technology to redefine learning in your classroom translates to vibrant and engaged students who embrace a growth mindset.
As you're looking at your lessons this afternoon and moving forward, here are some questions to consider that can help you reflect on the thoughtful and meaningful use of technology with your students. What will I gain by replacing the task with new technology? Does the tech add new features that improve the task? Does the task significantly change with the use of technology? Does the technology allow for creation of a new task previously unconceivable?
Here are some quick tips to raise the level of SAMR in your classroom that you can implement tomorrow. Have students share their work for feedback from one another and respond to feedback they receive. Number 2, have students publish their work. Think about book reviews posted in the library for others to hear or read. Number 3, encourage creation and collaboration by having students pair up and explore tools available such as Canva and Adobe Spark. How could these revitalize your lessons? Number 4, reach out to area and content experts to invite them to Zoom with your class.
Now, you will be extending your learning with a choice activity. You will have an option between watching a video and answering a few questions, listening to a podcast and completing a Google form, reading an article and annotating your key takeaways and ahas, or completing a Nearpod with activities. You only need to pick one of these options. You will access the choice activities through our Digital Learning Canvas course.
These are all tools your students can use to engage with content while also providing different methods of assessment. A tool like Edpuzzle lets you ask your students questions in the middle of a video. Post an article in your learning management system for students to read and annotate using emojis, video, audio, or text. Or print the article and let them annotate the traditional way. Utilize podcasts to bring unique voices into your classroom. You could even make a Nearpod for your students to compete and share their knowledge as they're learning.
Also, feel free to refer to the different representations of SAMR model that have been embedded on the SAMR page in the Digital Learning Canvas course. Each of these models shows the levels of SAMR in different ways, and we hope that one of these representations sticks with you.